As always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, come ready.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Stay with your man.
The screen pass. Complete to number 40.
I know you feel that.
Brought down back at the 43-yard line.
Crunch time, defense. Man left, man left. Even. 4 down, even.
The third down pass. Incomplete from the contact. It's 4th down. The Seahawks take over first and 10.
10-2 stop. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Pittsburgh. Hey, let's go. Come. Hit it. Here we go.
Clippers pass. Completes to number 85. A gain of 16 yards.
Go now. 18 Gators.
Seahawks.
2.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Check.
Let's go.
Right there.
On the set.
Bring it. Right 51. Wild Bill.
Clear.
Mike 51. Mike.
Now.
Double go. That's the way. All day.
Got it.
59 mark. Check. 59. All day, dog. Kill.
Let's go.
Clippers pass.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
Complete to number
Let's go.
47. A gain of 22 yards. First
Here
down,
we go.
Seattle.
8 lead.
Come on, let's go. Jim.
5.
Another carry.
Boom. Yeah, baby.
Brought down
Ready.
3
30 base.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Get it. Come.
Niners 23 yards. Clippers
They don't
pass.
want,
Complete to number 36.
18 Gator.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Please dribble.
The Niners take over first and 10. Their own 20-yard line.
Remember. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd and long. Clifford. And that is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
On 2nd down, Cash. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Here we go. Here we go.
How many times do we say in this game that speed... and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the gain on that last. Run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Check 31. Check 31.
They'll try the left side. Cash. And some room to maneuver. Well, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks 30.
Well, they put it all together on that one. Good vision, good blocking. A toss play to the left. How do you toss it?
Yeah, a toss is the underhand kind of egg toss. The pitch is kind of if you're running the option, you pitch it end over end, correct?
Yeah, I agree totally.
The guy.
I agree totally. And in the NFL, we'll see a lot more tosses than pitches because if you're pitching it, you might lose your quarterback.
Absolutely. Back to throw. He finds his man Johnson. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns.
They'll drop the throw. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point right down the middle.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run the draw with Dorsett. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off play action. Clifford under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 3rd and 10. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Clifford. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game planned for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the 2nd quarter. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 18 yards, 1st down Niners. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll set up a throw. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards there and a Niner first. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. As his guys are in for 6. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route-running ability. That
time, a 6-play drive. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half.
I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
2nd and 11. It's caught. Smith. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
They really look comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a 1st down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Talk about a big first. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone, not much more impressive than that. On 1st and 10, Clifford. And he's got his man on the out route. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. Throwing on 1st down, Clifford. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. To throw on 2nd down, Clifford. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. On 1st down, Clifford. Dorsett making the catch. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 21.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. He'll look to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit.
Single.
They'll throw now on the final play. And this is caught by Smith. Touchdown 49ers. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? Right? 300, that means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
Back to throw now on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And across the goal line into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Taking it in from 4 yards out. as his guys continue to pour it on.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to leave the booth.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. On the crossing route, complete. It's Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 18 yards, first down Niners. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And down inside the 15 he goes. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
That guy's going to want the football a whole lot more. I'd hate to be the offensive coordinator now because all he's going to say is, how come I'm not touching it more? Do you see me out there moving around, wiggling, and making it happen? Give me the ball, coach.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Pass interference. Defense.
And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. From 3 yards out, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
Extra point forthcoming. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Just 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, it'll be Dorsett. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
60 Pittsburgh. Any weapons?
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to throw here. He's got Smith here. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On 1st down, Cash. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11. They'll set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for the Niners. 59 yards. That pass was heavily defended on 3rd down, but you know what? He's one of the best in the league at body control, and he showed you why there.
So what that tells you is that the guy throwing the football understands his guys, doesn't he? Give them a chance, put it up there, and realize that even in a battle, they're more than likely to come down with the football.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Looking to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
from the shotgun. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Johnson was the intended receiver. On 1st and 10, Clifford. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. 2nd and 9 now. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Throwing on 1st down. Clifford. And it's a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Well, Parker, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The Niners on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And that's caught by Smith. 18 yards, 1st down Niners. And now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders in the world that you're trying to throw the ball against, and you're creating that type of a number. Fantastic job, fantastic performance. And he's going to have to ice up his arm afterwards, too.
They'll drop the throw. Wide open receiver complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Complete. Smith has it. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On 1st down, Clifford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Clifford. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. This one winding toward a conclusion. And how would you assess how the secondary is played?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest example.
Yeah, they've been solid. Really, the whole defense has been solid. Still pitching a shutout. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
I'm going to hit you all day. Check. Watch 54.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.